Hello, everybody. Lord Verminard back again in the long drive. It looks like we're heading into the hills today, so that might be kind of exciting. We've got our little yellow submarine here. It's been working out really well so far. We've made it 50 kilometers in the last couple episodes, so I'm pretty proud of myself with that little accomplishment. So we'll see how far we get today. I don't even know. You never know what the game's going to throw at you until you start playing it, which is one of the things that I love about this game. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're ready for this super exciting long drive action in our slower than usual yellow European station wagon. No, hopefully everybody's doing good. I'm doing all right. Hanging in there as the usual. Yeah, look at that. We're heading right to the hills. I don't know if that's actually where we're going to go, but we'll see if this thing can climb mountains. I have a feeling it probably can't do that very well unless I get a good head of steam, so I guess we'll probably make it there today. Looks like it. I guess we'll just wait and see. And hey, make sure you guys hit that like button if you like the long drive content. I know some of you, that's what you're here for, and I appreciate you. That's totally cool. If you only watch the long drive videos and not any of my other things, you're allowed. All right, the road is doing some weird stuff, so we're just gonna take some liberties with some shortcuts here. Yeah, so I heard that the developer for the long drive had like his social media accounts hacked and his YouTube channel hacked and stuff. That sucks, man. That sucks a lot. Hopefully, I think he said that they lost a bunch of lost a bunch of videos and stuff. He had like a Hungarian channel, I guess, as well, that wasn't necessarily long drive content. So that really sucks. That's a bummer. I don't know why somebody would do something like that to a small indie developer with a, super loyal following with this game here, but there's a lot of ass bags out there, you know what I mean? It just sucks that something like that happened to him. So hopefully he's all right and he's getting his affairs in order. He said that he didn't give an update on the game necessarily, but he said that there's big things coming, so it's going to be worth the wait. I believe him. They've never disappointed, so yeah, looking forward to that. But anyways. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. That was a tricky turn back there. This thing, like I said, it does handle pretty well, but it also isn't, it's not exceptionally agile, I guess. And it does tend to the handling will degrade to the point where it just kind of does like a long sort of uncontrollable drift until it just spins out. Which isn't really the worst. I mean, it's quite controllable. Well, until it's not. Ugh. Sorry, I had to yawn. Oh, good grief. I'm tired. It's late. It's been a long day. Had to sign a bunch of loan documents today because that's the thing you have to do in order to afford to get a roof put on your house. And of course, you have to have a roof on your house in order to live in the house. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Yay. Nothing like having to pay as much as a really, really nice car to do something to your house that doesn't even really make the value go up that much. Awesome home ownership. Look at this road generation. What the hell is this crap? That was weird. But yes, doing the adulting things. Such great fun. Now, there's a lot of very tight turns here. I'm a little bit concerned. I think that the game is confused a little bit. And now it's going back the other freaking way. What the hell? Oh, not really back the other way. I guess we're just heading north. I have a feeling it's going to wrap back around. Yeah, it looks like it kind of does. So we're just going to go this way. See, this always makes the trip take less time when there's absolutely 0 points of interest to look at. I know there was one back there a little while ago, but it wasn't anything really worth looking at. I could use some food here soon. We certainly don't need any fuel. All right, we're going to go this way. Yeah, we're heading like northeast now. That's weird. So I guess maybe we're not going into the hills. Kind of looked like we were. Now, not so sure. I see a boat out there. Look at that. Oh, here's something. Is it a diner? Yeah, it looks like it might be a diner. Oh, I guess we can stop here. Why not? Could grab more cleaning supplies that I don't need any of. Is the road going right in between the... Wow. That's pretty weird, man. Look at that. Huh. Well, this is different. All right, well. Okay, now the road goes back towards the hill that way. Okay. Anybody in here? Hello. Okay, I don't see anybody in there. There's a bread. What is this? Oh, another tape. 10 footer. Okay, I think the one I've got is bigger than that. Giggity. All right. What's in here? Well, there's no toilet, but all right, that's done. Let's see here. Ooh, a lamp. These are cool, man. I forget how do you rub stuff? Is that is it forget. Where did the what happened to it? What the heck was that? All right, let me try something else here. Okay, what does that do? Okay, so I can take off my hat with X, but when I look at something and hit X, it makes it disappear. That's weird. Huh. Wow, we've discovered something. Unless somebody already knew about that. I was just trying to figure out how to rub the stupid lamp. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I forget how to do that, and then in doing so, I discovered how to make things disappear. So that's cool, I guess. Let's get ourselves a full bottle of spray and get out of here. Okay, yeah, this is bizarre. I don't think there's really anything actually, is there food here? There's more spray. I think I've got enough cleaning supplies. It doesn't really matter. Can I make like big things disappear? Pow! I can. That's weird. What if I do that to a vehicle? What? See, it's only when you don't have your hat on. Wow. Okay, I gotta be careful doing that because I could despawn my car. Okay, what if I do it with here? Let me eat this and eat that and leave this in here. And now what if I just despawn the fridge? Pow! It's gone. That is weird, man. All right. Well, with great power comes great responsibility, I guess. We should be careful. We should be careful doing that because sometimes I accidentally hit the button, like when I crash or something. I can't believe that hasn't happened before. All right, well, whatever. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen something like that. All right, there's gas. I don't need any. I could use some oil, maybe. Is there oil in here? Nope, I don't see any. What's this one? Is 16 foot? I can't remember how big the one is that I have actually. That doesn't sound good in any way that I say it. All right, let's go ahead and go to sleep. Yeah, I wonder what happens to that stuff. Is it like... I wonder if it gets like put somewhere or... Yeah, I don't know. That's very interesting. Yeah, because if I... Here, let me take... I took my hat off and tried that, right? So if I take the hat off... Whoops. And put it down, and now hit X. Oh, it still works. Huh. That is freaking weird, man. All right, well. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing, which is driving. Okay. All right, so we're heading towards the hills again. And somebody in the comments is going to be like, well, actually, you could do that all the whole time the game's been around. It's like, oh, I don't know about that, but... So there's also like a thing you can do if you hit, I can't remember what it is. Shift and tab, maybe, or no, it's when you hold down, when you hold down caps lock, there's another diner. When you hold down caps lock and use WASD, it like makes you like teleport around. So I don't know if that's like something that's in this beta that's not going to be in the regular game or something. Who knows? Either way, kind of weird. But anyways, just going to keep on going is what we're going to do. It looks like we are in fact heading towards the hills. One could say that we are running to the hills. Iron Maiden jokes. Okay. Actually, for real though, Steve Harris, one of the best bass players ever. I don't really like Iron Maiden's music, but like Steve Harris. All right. Whoa, that's a funny intersection. All right, we're gonna go this way. Oh yeah, we're definitely heading towards these hills. We're gonna go over them mountains. Don't really look like mountains. They just look like little foothills, I guess. It's a welcome change, I will say. I guess it depends on how the road gets generated through this. Sometimes they can be all kinds of crazy up and down, twisty, turny roads, and sometimes it can just be just a long, slow climb. So who knows what we'll get. It's always exciting, though. One thing I've noticed with the new terrain gen is that you don't get those, like, really, really big, expansive, like, valleys in the desert anymore that you used to get. Sometimes those were a lot of fun. All right, we're going to shortcut. So yeah, it looks like the game Drive Beyond Horizons looks like it's getting some traction. So if you guys want to see me play that, let me know down below. I will. You know, I did a couple of videos on the demo, and it was fun. But yeah, if you guys want me to play that game, I will. I just the only thing I'm a little bit concerned about with it is that you can't skip nighttime, which is kind of annoying because at night the way that the lighting and stuff in that game works, like you cannot see a damn thing. I mean, it's kind of like that in this too. Like you can very easily miss stuff on the side of the road, and I don't like missing stuff, and I don't like having like you know you don't want to just sit around the whole time while you're waiting for nighttime to pass. So I'm not really sure. Not really sure how to handle that, but I don't know. I haven't, like I said, I haven't played the full game yet. I just played the demo. All right, let's take a quick peek in here and see if there's anything we need. A little oil wouldn't hurt. Is there anybody in here? Anybody outside? Anybody up on the roof? Nobody nowhere. Okay. Milk. All right. Milk was a strange thing to add into the game, I will say. That would imply that there are cows and farms and people milking the cows. I have seen no evidence of any of that. So, 5 meters. Let's see. I'm a dumb American. I can't tell if 5 meters is longer than the one that I have or not. How big is this one? 16 feet. I like it gives you the measurement. Oh, how do I detach it? Oh, there we go. Okay. So that was right here. Ow. Okay. So let's how do I put it down? Okay. Let's test this one. Now, as much time as it's taken me to to figure out how to use this thing. I probably could have just figured it out in my head, but it's the principle of the thing, damn it. Okay, we're doing... Oh, this one's longer. Maybe. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, they look about the same. All right, well. I like metric units better than imperial, so that's what we're using. All right. I didn't know that they had different kinds. I knew they had different lengths, but I didn't know they were in different units. Okay. Oil. Hey, there we go. Oh God. Almost died. Okay. There we go. And that's full, of course. Is there anything else in here I need? Nope. Don't think so. Oh, is this the radiator for my car? I think it is, but I'm just going to keep the Fury radiator in there because reasons. All right, let's go. Wait, did I close that? Yep. Okay. Bong. Let's go. We've already gone 20 kilometers. It's a miracle. You know, like I said before, I could probably ride this thing out the whole rest of the trip. But I don't know. I'll probably get bored with it just because it's not very, I don't know. It doesn't surprise you. It just kind of, it just works. So I don't know. I'll probably change it up with something eventually. Someone's saying I could put white walls on it maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, see, there's that slow, like spin out drift thing that it does every now and then. If that's really the worst of it, it's, you know, pretty easy to live with. Okay, let's see. I see a road going up that way. I'm guessing that's probably the road we're on. Okay. Lots of rocks. All right. All right, now we're going this way. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Frame rate's not too happy right now. I'm not really sure what's going on. Running a little bit lower than usual. Maybe it's just because there's so many rocks and trees and things out here. All right, we're going up. Progress has slowed down slightly. I'm not going to stop here. I kind of want to keep the momentum. Whoa. Wait a minute. Is the road going back the other? Whoa! So much for my momentum. Now this is strange. Yeah, this is like stuff like this has really been my only like criticism of the new terrain generation, and that there's just a lot of like bizarre road features that don't really make any sense. Like this. There's no point in this being here. Now I'm guessing that maybe this is just kind of like a placeholder for like bridges or something like that. Because there are bridges. If you look in the village. Sorry, I just heard a really loud crash from somewhere in the house. I'm not really sure what that was. I don't hear anybody screaming, so must be okay. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if that maybe that's like a placeholder for a bridge or something, because there are bridges in the village map. If you have the beta, you can pop into the village map and there's a bridge there. So maybe that's like a, you know, like a future thing with this. I've gone far enough now that I kind of don't want the beta to update until I get to the 5,000 kilometers. Because I figured, like, you know, I started this file fresh when the beta came out. I was like, yeah, it'll probably, you know, I might make it 1,000 kilometers before it updates and resets everything, which is fine, you know? Like I've always said, I don't mind losing all of my progress, especially when it's a beta, you know? Totally okay with it. But now, if I'm like, you know, I'm not saying that I'm 4,000 kilometers in now, but I probably will be here before too long. I don't want to get like really, really close to the end and then have it update again and lose it. Because I've never actually made it 5,000 kilometers, even though I've got a bunch of time in this game. I've always had something happen that's made me start over. Like twice, I think it's been updates that have like killed my file. And then one time I think I had some kind of glitch happen that I couldn't get past. And even if I loaded the game like, you know, 3 saves prior, it would still wouldn't like let me get past a certain point. Yeah, that happened once. Okay, this is getting kind of steep here. Little car struggling. Love the shifter just kind of flops around. Boink. Boink, boink, boink. Okay, can I make it up this? Ugh, come on. Push the pedal farther. Go, go, go. Oh yeah, now we get the view. Nice. Love that. Of course, now it's night, and there's no points of interest, and I'm going to have to stop and sleep somewhere. Oh yeah, this is creepy. Look at this. Freaking weird rocks sticking out. Oh no! Oh, come on. Okay, this is a problem. Oh. That's weird. This car doesn't have any taillights. What's up with that? Okay, come on, camera. Work with me here. All right, let's go. A little bit more. There we are. Excellent. Yeah, this engine could use a little boost. You know, the turbo mod would be really nice right now. All right, you know what? I'm sleeping right here. I don't want to have to do it on like a crazy hill or something, so let's get it out of the way now. There we go. Spin those tires. Let's go. Oof. Now, I imagine this car probably weighs a little more than the Volkswagen that this engine came in. Probably. Although, Volkswagen put the 1.6 diesel in... Oh, there's a point of interest right there. Look at that. Holy crap. All right, may as well stop. We need food. Volkswagen did put the 1.6 diesel in... in the Passat, which also came in a wagon form. So that's a pretty big vehicle. Even the first generation Passats were, you know, they were bigger than the Golf and the Jetta, that's for sure. All right, what do we got in here? Oh, that looks like an accident waiting to happen. We're just gonna duck under that. Hey, here's some food. Don't mind if I do. What's this? Oh, it's another one. How big is this one? 4 meters. Like how it looks different. Like, how is that? That's so much fun. Why is that so satisfying to play with those things? All right, let's see. All right. I guess there isn't anything else I need here. I don't need oil right now. There's gas. Hey, there's diesel. Look at that. And we've got a lovely little Trabant here. All right. We'll grab this bucket of diesel, which is which is certainly not questionable at all. So, Jesus, why is that so loud? We've used like 3 liters of diesel. Probably even a little bit less than that. God, that's going to be a very steep hill to go up. All right, we're going to try. Let's see here. I'm going to try to get it like a run at it here. Let's go over here. As long as the camera doesn't keep trying to screw me like it's doing. Okay, there we go. Full throttle. Let's go. Come on. You can do it, little car. There we are. Okay, which way are we going? We're going right, aren't we? All right, try to get a little bit of speed here. I'm not sure what the power rating of the original Wartburg engine is. It's 2-stroke, water-cooled 2-stroke. I'm pretty sure it was a 3-cylinder. But I'm fairly certain that the Volkswagen diesel is stronger. Probably has more power and definitely more torque. I just don't know how much more. And I mean, this thing's got a full tank of diesel, so I'm not really interested in like swapping over to a different engine right now. That's another big garage over there, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought it was off in the distance there. I guess we've climbed in altitude quite a bit here. Let's see, do I really need to... Whoa, do I really need to stop for anything? Let's just see what's what. There's a, Dasha, I guess, and another Trabant, and a tanker full of something that I probably don't really care about. Alright, let's go. Oh, geez. Hopefully that wasn't too much of a slowdown here. This is very steep. Come on, let's go. You can do it. Oh, you know, I was going to swap out the gauges in this at some point. Never did it. Oh, well. Very good. We made it. This is still, I guess this is higher than it originally looked like it was. Oh, we're going this way now. Okay. Sure thing, game. Let's go. Into the canyons. You know what I did the other day? Watched the final episode of Cobra Kai. That was a very enjoyable series, I will say. Big fan, big fan. Although I was really expecting to see Neil Patrick Harris make a cameo in the last episode. I thought that would have been hilarious. If anybody watched How I Met Your Mother, he had this theory in that show where he thought he was always rooting for Johnny because in his mind LaRusso was the bad guy. And then there was an episode where Ralph Macchio and William Zabka were both on the show of How I Met Your Mother, and it was great fun. And then, you know, a couple years later, I think that episode is what actually sparked the initial conversations for Cobra Kai to come back as a series. Because it kind of starts out as Johnny's kind of like not really the good guy, I guess, but but you know, LaRusso's the one kind of being the jerk this time, so at least for a little while. I mean, it flip-flops back and forth 1,000 times. I'm not going to give away any spoilers or anything, but you know, half the problems in that show wouldn't have been problems if they just would have, if any of the characters would have just talked to one another, you know, one of those sort of scenarios. But you know, you got to create tension in shows these days. Of course, I like, you know, I love watching like old shows before cell phones, and like how many problems were would have been easily solved in any of those shows if anybody had a cell phone. You could just be like, they could just text somebody like, yo, I actually didn't make it. I'm somewhere else now. Or something. And the person could just be like, oh, that's cool. I'll just meet you there. No, and instead it becomes like this whole thing. It's funny. There's a lot of stuff up here. And we're still climbing. There's a gas station right next to a border crossing building. Oh crap, and a very tight turn. All right. We don't need no gas. Okay, now we're going downhill. I think I should probably slow down. Yeah, this thing doesn't even have brake lights. That's weird. Okay, I see some stuff off in the distance here. We've got a house. I guess I don't really need to go there. 40 kilometers in, I'd say we're doing all right. Okay, let's see. Where are we going? It's like we are turning right and continuing to go up. All right, here we go. Whoa! All right. Oh, not this again. Oh, kind of saved it. Sort of. Oh yeah, we're still going up. This has been a long climb. I'd say this hill was higher than I thought. It just didn't look that way from, because I don't think the top of it had like had loaded in yet. Not super steep, just been a very gradual climb. I wish there were like altimeters or something in the game so you could see what your elevation was. Like that, the heading indicator is clearly a airplane part. Okay, let's try to maintain momentum, but also not fly off the side of this thing. Right, there we go. Even though it wouldn't have really mattered because the road is right over there. Oh, yeah. We're climbing. Wow. Not much up here. There's once again probably no points of interest to stop and sleep. Also looks like we gotta go to the bathroom again. Man. Been eating healthy this episode. Okay, guess we're going this way now. Which way is that? South? Alright, a little weird. Oh wow, are we up in the snow? I think we are. Here, let's crash here. And have a look at in the daylight. Wow. Whoops. Ah, what the hell? All right. What the? Oh, it's the wind. Okay. Come on. Good enough. All right. 5 more kilometers to go. Yeah, look at that. We're in the snow. Oh, and just like last time, there's a point of interest right over there. All right. That's what I get. This is the first time that I've seen snow. Well, not the first time, but it's been a long time since I've seen snow in this game. It's just it's been flat and in the lowlands for such a long time. Let's see, what is this? A bunker? Or is this a garage? This is a garage. So yeah, we're gonna stop here, see if there's any food. You have to do a number 2, maybe. Looks like there's a toilet on the roof, which is always convenient. Alright. Okay, is anybody here? There's somebody here. Okay. Hi. Nice shot right over his dome. All right, we got stuff freaking out in here. I'm just gonna hop up on the roof and do my business. That's the first sign of life I've seen in this episode. Come on. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, so can I just despawn this to get out of the way? Poof! Look at that. Okay. Again, I promise not to abuse that. It's just crazy that it works. Okay, this is water. Perfect. Alright. We got a Fury V8. What's this? That's Earl. Alright. Could use a little bit of oil, I suppose. Done. Alright. Let's see. What else is in here? Got a sponge. We got a grill for my car, which I don't need. We've got everything. We've got a brush. More water, which I may as well take. See, is it just me or does this engine look shinier than they usually look? Sometimes I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes it seems like some engines are in better shape than others. What the hell is this? What is that for? I don't know. Wow, there's diesel. I don't even need it. It's crazy. There's a Volkswagen diesel engine right there. Empty. There's some food. There's a leg, which is gross. Gas, which I don't need. That's a cool looking seat. All right. What was in that? Oil? Another Fury radiator, which we don't need. Some gas. Was there, yeah, let's see if there's any food in here. Nothing. Crap. That's about the only thing we really need is a little bit more food, and I don't see any more in here. Can't lift that. Yeah, I don't see any food in here. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, wait. Look at that. There we go. Smashing. All right. Well, I hit the spot. What's in here? Nothing. Okay, well. Got some more food in us. That's great. We got some oil. That's great. I guess we can move on for 4 more kilometers. Nope, that's not what I wanted you to do. That was a productive stop. Very good. We're about to wrap this baby up for today. Look at me. 3 days or 3 episodes in a row with 50 kilometers. Not too shabby, I do say. Well, I mean, you know, you could get 50 kilometers anytime you want. Just in the allocated time for one episode to be put on the YouTube machine. Which I normally, you know, I could spend an hour and a half, 2 hours on this game, no problem. But I don't know if people want to see a 2-hour long video of me just driving around through the wastelands here. Oh, no. Correct it. There we go. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. We're a little bit out of control. The color is very strange out here right now. And it is clearly more white up that direction. Okay, I probably could stop here, but that's not quite 50. Let's keep on going. Let's hit the next one. I do hope that they eventually make it so that the snow actually changes the grip on the roads. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh boy, look at this. Things are gonna get kind of wiggly up here. Well, that'll make for an interesting next episode. I guess it depends on which way the road goes. Looks like it could go both ways here. Nope, that's just a parallel road. Okay. Well, things are going to get a little bit interesting. Gonna have to slow down a bit. Whoop. Oh yeah, this is fun right here. Especially since there's not like a ton of rocks in the road. That's kind of nice too. You can actually enjoy the ups and downs a little bit. I don't really know how well this thing jumps though. Right now, it seems like the Barkus is the best jumper in the game, which doesn't make any sense, but it's the way it is. The IFA does a pretty good job too. Again, that doesn't make any sense, but it does. Uh-oh. Whoa! Okay, so we've definitely gone over 50 at this point, but we need to, wow, we need to find a place to stop. Oh yeah, this is getting weird. Things are getting pretty weird. Oh, look at that. I love it. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so there's an intersection there. That's not the main road. The main road goes this way. Back around this way, and then straight down off of a sheer cliff. Holy crap. All right, hold on. Whoa, my goodness. Ow. Okay, so it doesn't jump very well. We have educated ourselves in the jumping ability of this car. It is not good. Not good at all. Cripes, which door is this? Is that this one? Yeah, okay. And then this one was on the other side. Won't go on. There we go. Never fear, we have plenty of cleaning supplies. Excellent. And of course we lost a visor. Can't crash in this game without losing a visor, it seems. Alright, we get our headlights, we do. Everything under here is in order. Looks to be. Alright. Just a minor accident, no big deal. Okay, so it doesn't jump very well. That's a weakness. Duly noted. Alright, game, is there a... we got a POI coming up here, or what? Ow. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Brakes. This car does have... I guess... marginally good brakes. Compared to everything else in the game, which is terrible. They aren't bad. Hey, there's a place to stop. Perfect. That looks wonderful. Alright, this is a cool spot we've got here. I like it. It's been a long time since we've been in the cold mountains. We have a guest here too. Sorry, bud. I need this space as well. There we go. All right. Just root through this crap here real quick. See, really nothing of interest. A nice motorcycle. But nothing else we really need. We could take the motorcycle, I guess. There's gas. All right, well, I'm going to end this one here. We did good today. I'd say so. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I had a good time playing the long drive. Like I said before, if you like the long drive content, make sure you hit that like button down below. Or like my content in general, not just the long drive. Hit the like button for that too. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. That would be really cool. If you don't want to do that, that's fine too. I don't really care. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.